Papa Hotel Tango India Mike, Palm Springs Tower, Squawk 6250.
6250.
Papa Hotel Tango India Mike, Palm Springs altimeter is 29085, radar contact about 10 miles west of the Palm Springs VOR. Presently landing runway 31, so you're requesting straight in for 13.
If that's available, yes please.
Correction, Papa Hotel Tango India Mike, then straight in runway 13 left, and clear to land. Wind is 0905.
Clear to land, runway 3 left, Papa Hotel Tango India Mike, thanks.
Palm Springs clearance plus 4658 is type PC12 slam call request clearance to Vegas S file.
Plus 4658, Palm Springs clearance. Good afternoon. Unable to give you S file, and will be forward standby. Plus 4658 is cleared to the Las Vegas Airport. VFI Cathedral 1 departure procedure to Palm Springs. Victor 370 to 29 Palms. Victor 538. Cresso. Join the Cresso 311. Maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 2405 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.7. Squawk 6316.
Plus 4658 is cleared to Vegas via Cathedral 1, Palm Springs, Victor 37029, Palms, Victor 538, Cresso 3. Initially climb 7,000, expected 0 5, departure 166 hours, plus 6316 plus 4658.
Plus 4658, free back is correct. Tango India Mike, taxi to ground via Aqua English frequency.
Taxiing to the ramp, via Echo, remaining on this frequency, Papa Hotel Tango India Mike.
Ontario Tower, Cessna 237 Charlie Alpha, approximately 4 miles to the west, inbound to land.
Number 237, Charlie Alpha, Roger, inner left, traffic. Left downwind, runway 26 left, report base.
Enter left downwind 26 left, and record your base 237 Charlie Alpha.
Charlie Tower United 242 on the visual for 20 right, will be turning for a right base shortly.
United 242, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land, wind 170 at 13.
Clear to land, 20 right, United 242.
Papa Hotel Tango 260 ILS runway 24.
Senior 520 Yankee Kilo, Palomar Tower, runway 24, clear to land, wind 210 at 1 knot. Number 237, Charlie Alpha, runway 26 left, clear to land.
26 left, clear to land 7 Charlie Alpha.
Palm Springs ground plus 4658 is traffic to weather going for taxi.
Plus 4658, Palm Springs ground, runway 31 right, taxi via Echo and Bravo.
Trail right via Echo Bravo 465.
Riverside Tower, good morning. November 290 Alpha, with you on the ILS.
Number 2903 Alpha, Riverside Tower, good afternoon. Runway 9 clear low approach, report missed.
November 290 Alpha, we have low approach, runway 9. Next report is missing.
Palm Springs Tower plus 4658 ready to go to right at Bravo.
What's the radio area check?
Plus 4658, Palm Springs Tower, runway 31 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff to right plus 465.
Palomar Tower India 560 Kilo located 24.
Here's our Yankee Kilo, Archer taxi into the ramp via Alpha.
Via Alpha.
Plus 4658, contact SoCal departure.
Contact departure 465.
Cessna 7 Charlie Alpha is clearly active, taxi to the GA parking place.
For 7 Charlie Alpha, remain on this frequency taxi into the south ramp via Sierra.
Southbound via Sierra with you, 7 Charlie Alpha, thanks.
Number 2903 Alpha, going on.
For 03.
Hello everyone, welcome to another stream. Oh, that turned off my sound because I still reset that in the previous stream. Anyway, guys, what day are we living?
Monday.
We are living on the Monday. Yeah, happy Monday, guys. And as you can hear, Mirai is also in the cockpit.
Hi.
There she is. Yeah, we just had dinner and suddenly, well, I was talking about streaming, obviously, because I already tweeted out that I was about to stream. And she said, well, let me just figure out what route you could fly. And so she took my iPad and opened ForeFlight. And then we started a conversation about navigation, which she is not familiar with yet. She's very familiar with traffic pattern flying, as you guys know. So we've been chatting for an hour or so about VORs and also prepping today's flight. And so she said, well, may I join this flight? And I said, sure. So here she is. Victor, good to see. Yeah, that's the default 172 on X-Plane. Money 3 Ball, yesterday's flight was awesome. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I really enjoyed that flight. Still very proud to do it. Today we're going to do it a little bit more casually, a little bit more basic, but nevertheless very much fun. We are currently at Burbank, because that's where we ended up in the previous stream. Wonderful Burbank, wonderful scenery. And what we're going to do is we're going to fly to Camarillo. That was it? Or Camarilla? Yeah. Camarillo? Let me, so they also see the iPad right now. Where was it? This is the Bravo. We need to go north, I guess.
Oh,
yeah, there.
Here. It was...
Hey, Evan, good to see you on the stream.
Oh,
welcome.
Camarillo.
Camarillo.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, great. And can you zoom out so we got the entire picture so the guys know what we're up to? Yeah. Select it, just touch anywhere.
Okay, sorry.
No. You're free to just to figure out with ForeFlight. It's awesome. Something like. Oh no, not the ruler. I mess up this stuff as well. So guys, a very basic flight from Burbank to Camarillo. Now, Camarillo is also designed by Greg, so that's also a wonderful airport that we can visit. So a very short hop that involves some basic radio navigation. Perhaps it's cool if you brief the stream about what we're going to do with the flight, because we've been chatting about this during dinner.
Okay.
You can see how far you can get it. Okay. Otherwise, I will let you know. So
how we're going to fly? Or?
Yeah. So just the track, just the basic track that we put on the iPad. So what is the idea? How do we gonna get, in heaven's name, how do we get from Burbank to Camarillo? Tell us, Mireille.
Okay. I don't know where I should start.
Burbank, over there. That's where we are.
Yeah, okay, but in explanation. Okay.
Well, we need to depart, right? We need to take off. So what do we need to do when we take off?
Okay. So we need to look at the weather information of Burbank.
Yes.
Yes. And then we see that the weather.
The weather? What is the weather doing?
That the wind. Hey, I don't get the same information here. We had a degree here.
That could be. On top you see the same kind. Oh, that's where you were looking at on my other iPad. Yeah. Well, what you can see here in the top, and you can also see it here, winds.
Yeah.
Winds are saying, winds calm. That means that there's so little wind that it doesn't really matter at all.
Okay.
Or in other terms, in terms of departure, we have a free blank card to do whatever.
Okay.
Because usually we depart with a headwind.
Yeah.
But because it's not a significant wind,
yeah,
they say it's just winds calm. And you can also see it here. It's a 0, 0, 0, 0 knots.
Okay.
No degree, no winds at all.
Yeah. Because when we were starting, it was 160 degrees. Wind.
Yeah, coming from 160.
Coming from 160.
Mm-hmm.
And that means that you have to look at your XC diagram.
Very, very good.
And
so you're getting familiarizing yourself with taxi diagrams already.
Then you need to
clear all that stuff.
That
circle, yeah.
taxiway you need to take because it's taxiway 15, and that's very
runway.
Mm-hmm. Nearby 16, which means that it has that same direction of 160 degrees
where the winds are coming from.
Where
so always you choose a runway that favors the wind, because you like to always take off with a headwind. Right.
Okay.
So now with the winds calm condition, we don't know what runway we're going to expect, because any runway would fit, right? Because we don't have a strong headwind. So that's good. But anyway.
But we still want that one because it's easier.
It's easier. Yeah. And I guess when we're going to say to the tower controller, hey, we'd like to go to the south, because that's what I'm going to request them, they might say, okay, well, then pick 1.5.
Yeah.
Because we're going to go to the south.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Just
This. So
we're going to take off. So 1.5. We're going to go to the south. So we're departing. Okay. And then we need to do something, right? We need to.
Yeah.
What was already the plan? What did we talk about?
So we talked about that we didn't want to enter the other airspaces because then you need to contact the tower each time.
Right.
So we talked about the beacons that you can
Right.
direct your
Radio
flight
beacons.
to.
This is a chat of about an hour, and she's already figuring out or fiddling around with VORs.
Yeah, it's not going as quick as Tim will show you often, but
No, no,
okay,
no,
I'm
no, no,
doing my
no.
best.
We're enjoying this, I can assure you.
So we go to Camarillo, and you see
Mm-hmm.
that is the beacon of the airport. So that is the thingy
The
you
thingy?
need to the frequency you need to tune into.
Frequency, that we need, right? And what's the frequency? Just tell it by voice.
115.8.
Yeah, 115.8.
115.8. Oh yeah, always individual.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so
Perfect.
that's what we would need to do, but we need to determine our direction to. Good.
Right. That's called a radial.
Yeah, the radial.
Right.
Because if
Why?
we-
Why do we need to pick a certain particular radial in this case?
Because if we do not do that,
Yeah.
then we need to know exactly at what point we need to make the turn. Otherwise, we are
Flying into.
flying into other airspaces.
What
or
can you
missing
show the
mark.
guys? What airspace we are particularly considerate of with this?
Yeah,
What
these-
what airspace do we not like to fly into?
These two.
These two, and that's the one of Van Nuys.
Yeah.
Also a
I'm
lot
sorry.
of traffic here. It's
Van
interesting.
Nuys and Santa Monica. Oh, yeah, Santa Monica.
I don't see any helicopters here, but it sounds great. Continue. Sorry.
Santa Monica. No. This. Does this mean it's Santa Monica? Yeah.
Good. So that's Santa Monica airspace, right?
Airspace and the Van Nuys.
Van Nuys airspace. Perfect. And that is
Space.
entirely. Those are different airports, so we can
Yeah.
fly through those, but we then need to request permission to do so, and we
and-
don't like to do that. We just like to be free. So that's why we like to fly in between those.
Yeah.
Yeah, in between that corridor, that particular corridor. Okay.
So what we would then do,
Right. Very good.
well, is we would determine our direction to the beach. Oh, I'm
You're
not
doing
this.
great. You're doing great, but you don't. Yeah. Yeah. So one finger on the VOR. Right.
Like that, and make sure that you go immediately in between the
Airspaces.
airspaces.
And what radial do we need to fly to do that?
So 260.
260. Good job.
Yeah.
And it still makes sense intellectually. You know what we're doing
It
here.
makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, and I will show you how that works because you don't know how the instruments work.
Yeah,
somewhere.
so
So
that-
that's where we.
yeah.
That's what you
And
made
we
you curious.
Also checked how we need to land on
Oh yeah, you did. You did.
Camarillo.
So how
Because
far
that's-
out?
that's-
How far out do we need to contact tower for Camarillo?
10
10 nautical miles.
nautical
Good.
miles.
Good.
And we checked how we needed to land because that's easier because then we know how we need to
Good.
go around to do this. So we go again to the airport diagram. And there is one. Still see this, yeah. There is one runway, this one, that's very nearby the direction we are taking because that's 260 degrees and we are flying on 270. So that's the easiest
Correct.
one to land.
That's a straight in landing. If we
Yeah.
if we were assigned that runway.
If we were assigned, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So this
Correct.
is,
What are the winds doing at Camarillo? Because that might also
yeah.
determine what runway, what active runway there is on Camarillo.
Go to meter, and it's 240.
240. And how
yeah.
strong is the wind? Can you see?
5 knots.
5 knots. Okay, so that's a moderate kind of wind.
Yeah.
So
So-
what runway does it favor?
Yeah, still the one we selected.
Good.
Yeah.
You're doing really great. Good.
Okay, so that's
That's the flight.
what I've learned today.
Perfect. So you actually planned an entire flight.
Yeah.
Is it true? Can I?
Ooh, yeah.
Are you going to do all the CAM ratings?
There is a very good possibility that I will.
Very good. Because you told me yesterday, like, oh, get 1, oh, get 2.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Well, this is already a first. You're already ahead of the first cat ratings with this stuff.
Yeah. So maybe the first ones I will do.
Yeah, well, perhaps. Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter at all. You can do whatever, but this is really cool.
I think we have a holiday break coming up. Then we will do some serious flying.
Right, and you are my second in command right now, right?
Yes, I
So,
am.
as my, I will just do my regular things.
Yeah.
Would you be so kind to tune my frequencies and stuff?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, guys.
Okay, then we need to check what those
Well,
are.
you do. I will start with my. Let me just sync here. Okay, we are currently at Burbank, and I'm hearing all kinds of stuff here. It seems like there's a helicopter overflying the ramp, but I have no idea where it is. Or it might be sounds of XP Realistic, because I updated that one, and I thought I turned it off because I still need to set those settings, reset those settings, but I didn't. And these sounds do not sound like PilotEdge. It sounds really good. There are really some upgrades there. Let me see. Plug in. Fly with. Yeah, I turned that one off. xEnviro, XJet. That's weird. Should be off. Fly with Lua. Yeah. I think these are XP realistic sounds. They sound, well, realistic, but it's not realistic if there's no any traffic there. So just ignore those sounds. I'm hoping that I don't see any other default settings here while we're flying. But we have to see. Okay, first, cold and dark check. Let me first close the door, and I also like to fasten my seatbelt. Yeah, we should actually also have a seatbelt on the other side. Okay, then. Parking brakes are set. Let's pretend we've got live vest and a fire extinguisher. Door is closed. Window is closed. LT is set to auto. This stuff we cannot move. Flap lever is up, and our flaps are actually up. Good. My throttle works. My mixture works. My trim works. My fuel tanks need to be set to both. We need both tanks today. And my circuit breakers are nicely tucked in, and everything is off except for the beacon, and my switch panel works as well. Good. Batteries on. How much fuel do we have? We've got 16 fuels. Second in command.
Yes.
Could you look up how much gallons of fuel we need to make this flight? ForeFlight is telling you. I know you don't know. You can find it in this flight plan, FPL.
Yeah.
There's somewhere an indication here of how many gallons we need. Can you see? Can you find it? Scandinavian, thanks for a donation.
Wow, thanks.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah, every time you are online, he donates. Thanks.
Thank you. 9.2 gallons. 9.2 G?
Yeah. 9.2 gallons. Now, we've got 16 in one tank and also
Okay.
16 in right. So we've got 32 gallons, so we've got enough.
We can even circle.
We can even, and that's important because when we
Yeah.
don't find the airport or we got a problem or bad weather or whatever, that's really important. Good. That's how much fuel we have. Avionics, let's first check whether they work. So we're not going to set the frequencies yet. Well, every display is on. That's good.
Oh, I need to set them.
No, not really. I'm going to turn them off because I need to turn them off before I start the engine. So this is just an initial pre-check to see if those are working. Then I'm going to check whether the enunciator messages work. They do. And my heading is in sync, and this is all fine as well. I also like to check my flaps because I need to make sure that those are working. Yep, and back up. Good. And then avionics off, and I would also like to check my controls. Down, also the trim. Good. Rudders are working as well. Thank you, Ruth, for following.
Scandinavian, you are absolutely right. I wasn't online, but I heard that it was because you really liked our stream, and we really, really appreciate the donations you made. And they're asking if you can share your flight plans beforehand. Is that possible?
How do you mean?
So that they can look at the lines on their own map, because it's difficult to see all the lines of the airspace.
Oh, is it possible to share your flight plans when you post your videos? It's a little hard to see the lines of the airspace. Yeah, Money3, well, that's true. I mean, it is a crammed up display. I usually try to zoom in as much as possible so you guys can see. But sure I can share those flight plans. Let me think about that. That's a good remark. Thanks. We primed the engine. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, throttle in, parking brakes are set, fuel tanks at the boat, blah blah. There's no one walking around here near the propeller area. Good. Clear prop. Mixture full in. Back to both. 1200 RPM. Oil pressure is in the green. Lean for ground a bit. Generator on, and we see a rise in the M meter. And now the avionics are on, and now you can set your frequencies.
Okay, this already. Okay.
What are you going to set? Tell us what you're doing.
Air 55 Whiskey Delta, Sunless Tower.
I'll turn that one off for now.
Verify your position.
First, ground is 123.9. It was already on that one.
Yeah, this time I'm going to interrupt you. We're on a bigger airport. So there's even one that we need to check in first. You don't know about this, so sorry. It is... We are at Burbank, right? Yeah, Burbank. Is it? Clearance delivery, 118.0.
That's the first one we need.
That's the first, and then ground, and then tower, and then blah, blah, blah. It's a bigger airport. It has more controllers.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different from San Luis that you're used to.
Okay. 180, yeah. So now we have it. And we needed the weather as well, of course. That was ATIS, right?
Yep, ATIS.
134.5, almost there.
Good. Nice. Don't have to do anything.
Yes.
My own second in command. Okay, good.
Ready,
Those are the COM frequencies. But now we are doing an actual flight. We need an entirely different kind of frequency right now. Camarillo VOR, the navigation. Oh, did you already set it? I don't think so. You only did set the communication frequency, which is great. Right. But now we're going to do some navigation. Yeah. So we should also set that one. That's entirely new. As you can see here, nav1 and nav2. Those are, well, this is completely new to you. Those correspond with these two. No, let me see. With this is nav1. Yeah, this is LOC. This is really, really confusing. This is the nav1, and this is the nav1 standby. So nav1, nav2. And this one is related to nav2. So if I set this to nav1, we just display nav1, 110.8, that's this one. And 113.1 is that one. Yeah. And if we go to nav2 with this one, then we display these frequencies over here, 117.2 and 113. And we've got two navigation instruments. This one is nav1. Yeah. This one is related to these frequencies, and the same is true with communications. The one that is on the left is the active. That's the kernel that we signed into, and we also got an additional one. That's an F2, and that's related to that frequency. Okay. So we can actually use two at the same time. Yeah. We're going to use just the one. So set this one to the nav one here. Oh.
The lower one, right?
And then so now just the nav one. I've set this, and you can set that frequency to the frequency of Camarillo VOR. That is
115.8.
Yeah, that's true. 115.8. Good. Then you just switch the regular thing. Good.
And then you do it back to COM because we need to do that first.
Yeah. Good. We're never going to change this nav frequency anymore because that's the only one we need.
Yeah. And then we still need to keep in our heads the frequency we need for the tower of...
Yeah, so that's what we're going to do while we are flying still.
Yeah. Tower, yeah.
Now, and what I talked about with dinner...
But this is not good.
Standby, right? Standby. This is active. We're currently at 118.0, so this should be ground.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah.
Oh, check it.
This should be 123.9. This is tower already.
Yes, the standby COM1 should now be... No, that should be ground. We're now at this is different. So this is clearance delivery. That's the first in the bigger airport. That's where you start with, and then the next one should be ground, and then the next one should be tower. Now it is.
Now it is ground.
Good.
And then it should be tower. So
now,
it's good to check.
With navigation, right? That radial that we talked about.
Yeah.
This is that compass rose that I was talking about. This is that arrow that is pointing to what we signed into. And this is the knob where you can change and turn.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe first because Scandinavian and both you are really giving you a lot of nice compliments about your stream and.
Yeah, thank you for noticing. Yeah, I really love your stream, so I always like to share a little bit of appreciation to Scandinavian. Thank you. Sorry for not noticing that. I was so enthralled here with the instruction.
I'm the social center, right?
Since you keep me motivated in learning about VFR, the best I can do is help motivate you to keep streaming. Thanks so much. Much appreciated. Thanks. Avanek, awesome. Yeah, totally agree. Scandinavian, also looking forward to watch the video of the real life flying lessons soon. Yeah, we'll take some time. Sniper, welcome on the stream as well. Hey, Dad, good to see you too. Thanks for typing her name. Felt a bit embarrassed that I still hadn't learned it. So
No,
I
that's
hope
no
it's
problem.
right, Scandinavian. Well, again, thank you guys. Thank you. Welcome. Okay, so
So
I was talking about the compass rose. So we now need to fly that radial, right? Yeah, sorry, I was pointing to that, but it's actually it's this.
Whoa!
Oju.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. This is really encouraging, guys. Thanks. And this is all in the jar for your
for my
real world flight lesson.
Really need to make reservations because
we
it's
do.
time. Yeah.
How much are we at currently? It's hard to see. I will turn off. 200 euros.
Wow.
My guys, thanks so much.
Thank you, Sniper.
Cool. Okay, so anyway.
Yeah.
We need to fly this track, right?
Yeah.
And we talked about a particular radial that is associated with that track. What was that?
That was 270.
270. We can sign that in this compass rose. So we are actually telling the nav1 right now, we like to fly a particular heading inbound to that VOR. So now that's 27, right? West is 270. And what we need to do is just fly while we are departing here from the route, and eventually you will see this line go center in the middle, and when it's in the center, it tells us that on that track, on that position of our airplane, that's when we are right on track on that west. And then, as you suggested, we need to make that turn to the west with our heading bug.
So that's exactly this point where we need to make that turn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So while we are approaching that point, that lake, you can already see this needle being slowly coming in, and you will see.
Yeah. And we also need to check for that lake. So also outside. Yeah. I'm learning.
Very good. Okay.
Okay.
So that means frequency comms are set. Nav radios, everything is set, right? Or communications, we have set the frequencies?
Yeah.
Or do we need to fiddle around with this stuff?
No, it's okay. I just didn't hear what you were saying.
Okay, and what runway did we expect? 15, right? Winds are calm. Well, I'm just going to set it to 15 here. You can set it for me based on what we're going to get. Okay, good. We can also set our RPN, by the way, to 1000. Our transponder is on to C. Let me double check. Everything is on. Lights are on. Good. Well, now I'm going to hijack the iPad because I need my scratch pad, because I'm going to ask now for clearance that we are clear to depart. This is stuff from yesterday, gone and away.
Okay, I'm taking another iPad then.
Okay, now you can take this one. It's nice to show the other guys what you're using.
Yeah, okay, but I need to change the frequency in a minute, so I don't know it by heart.
Good. Okay, good.
188,
so clearance delivery. We are currently at Atlantic ramp. We didn't listen to the ATIS. We don't know what.
No, but I thought you were going to do that.
Okay.
It was in my mind that I needed to check this.
Well, I
with
totally
you.
forgot. Did you already set
the clock?
Yeah, set the clock. Set the clock. Is it already set in the COM2 in the active COM2 frequency?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I think so.
Bob Hope Airport Burbank Information Hotel. 1900 Zulu weather. Wind calm. Visibility more than 10.
Good.
Sky clear.
Good.
Temperature 34.
I don't care.
Dew point -4.
I don't care.
Altimeter 2991. Arriving runway 33. Departing runway 33. Advise on initial contact. You have hotel.
Hotel. Good. We sign. Yeah. COM1 is now on. That's clearance delivery. Again, Atlantic.
PSWCU at Jetback.
With hotel.
Contact tower 133.9er.
Southbound departure. Negative flight following you.
So we don't do something with the heading bug of the other compass.
With this one.
Yeah.
Well, that's just a visual aid. It does nothing actually. Well, when you're flying on autopilot, it does. But otherwise, it's just a visual. So we can set it to whatever. We can set that to a heading to fly towards that track for the radio. I will talk about that.
St. Louis Tower, Cessna 55 Whiskey Delta.
First get some clearance.
Foxtrot.
If we have space here.
Delta.
Busy.
Taxi Rugby Alpha, remain this frequency, and just FYI, looking at that traffic that was coming in from the southeast, it did end up being you. You pretty much
Good
just
that
kind
Mirai, you
of
keep reminding him of that cloud.
flew south of the airport and then joined the left downwind. I think what you were doing though was reading your actual heading, your course, as opposed to where you were in relationship to the airport. An easy way to remember that is that if you're looking at your heading, whatever is at the 6 o'clock position on your heading bug is where you're going to be in relationship to what you're referencing. So in that case, you would have been to the east, or in this case, southeast of the airport. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. Thank you very much.
No problem. Have a great day.
Burbank clearance. Good day, Sky Papa Hotel Tango Mike. Old call first, just to get
PHTIM, Burbank clearance, go ahead.
Papa Hotel Tango Mike is a Cessna Skyhawk, strength Alpha, currently at Atlantic with information hotel. And we like to depart to the south with negative flight following.
PHTIM, taking the aircraft type?
Cessna Skyhawk 172, strength Alpha.
PHTIM, departure frequency 134.2, squawk 4073.
Departure frequency 134.2 and squawk 4073 for Papa Hotel Tango Mike.
PHTIM, read back correct.
Cool. Now we got a squawk code.
Very nice, Tower Cherokee 32.
We've never heard about that before. That's the transponder. That's this code.
Oh yeah.
So what has now happened is that the tower controller has made in his radar a little text saying what we're up to, and that's associated with this code. So now 4073 is now set. Good.
And what was the other thing she mentioned?
That's the departure frequency. As soon as we are departing, so we go to tower to get takeoff clearance, but as soon as we have departed, so at around 500 feet or so, we need to switch over to that frequency.
Okay.
So I will ask you to set that frequency before we take off.
Yeah. So now we first need to change to ground.
Yep.
Or did we skip that?
No, you can switch it right now. And now you've got the standby free. So you can set that to the next one. That will be tower.
7. I'll check.
Check. Okay, good.
I think it's 7.
Can I go along with the taxi?
Yeah.
Okay. Burbank ground, Sky Papa Hotel Tango in your mic is at Atlantic with information hotel ready to taxi southbound. Are you sure we're on ground? 123.9. I don't hear anyone and I don't hear a reply.
Yeah.
Yeah? Double check. Burbank
ground.
Also? Yeah, and it's also Burbank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bob Hope.
Yeah.
123.9 ground.
Okay. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Then it's filed.
Yeah, makes sense.
Climb via 6, maintain 3000. Expect 1000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 118.8, squawk 1074.
Can you also, you can also use this already. You can just press this map, get the airport diagram so we know how to
clear
taxi.
to the John Wayne Airport via the Merrick for departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 3000, expect 1000, 10 minutes for departure. Departure frequency is going to be 118.8. And squawk, I might have wrote this down wrong,
And just listen to the ground control and see if you can already
Sierra
draw
7 Delta
what
Sierra,
route we
read
need
back
to
is correct.
taxi. Just try. I will listen as well and then we can...
Where are we?
You're currently
Ground
at
nice
Atlantic
10,
here.
November 350, Papa Bravo, at Alpha 1, ready for departure
You can
161.
also zoom in with 2 fingers.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Beechcraft 350, Papa Bravo, Van Nuys Tower. Confirm you are full length.
A-firm full length.
Here 0 Papa Bravo, Roger. Runway 16 right. Line up and wait. Traffic is on the go. Cherokee departing to the west.
Roger, got the traffic in sight. Yeah, I'll bear that in mind, thank you. November 350, Papa Bravo.
Burbank ground, Skyhawk Papa Hotel Tango Mike is at Atlantic with hotel ready to taxi southbound.
PHTAM, Burbank ground, runway 8, taxi via Delta.
Runway 8 via Delta Papa Hotel Tango Mike. Where do we need to go to?
LA Tower Papa Hotel Whiskey Charlie uniform is past Jetson.
Yeah, that's pinching
doesn't
doesn't
work. Runway 204 right.
PHWCU Los Angeles Tower, wind 250 at 8, report
How
missed.
do we need to taxi?
Report missed.
You
Papa
said
Hotel
via
Whiskey Charlie
Delta,
uniform.
Via Delta?
but you also said 8.
Runway, where's runway 8? Where the hell do we need to go to?
PHWCU, are you wanting to do the published mist?
I have no idea.
That's from a Papa Hotel Whiskey Charlie uniform.
Roger.
Pencil T. You're already in the pencil T
I'm
thing.
already.
And North 10 of them,
So we
3
were
Pause
here?
Papa.
We are there.
We need to go.
I've got that aircraft
for
in, so I
Delta?
just cleared up
Where's
next
8?
to the
Yeah, there's 8.
to the right.
So
and,
how do we need to
we cleared
taxi?
for takeoff now?
So?
Yeah.
Beechcraft 350 Papa
Yes.
Bravo, wind
And
calm,
then?
runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Cleared
No,
for takeoff
runway
for them,
8.
350
Oh, yeah.
Papa
Runway
Bravo.
8 is
Oh.
the runway that we're departing from.
Yeah, but we wanted to go originally from the other one.
Apparently the tower is the boss.
Yeah, no, I understand, but that's what got me confused.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But you get it?
I get it.
So we're now here. Now the trouble comes. We're currently here. Hey, for Mike, thanks for the follow. We're currently there at Atlantic. We're pointing down now to runway 8, so we're now pointing that direction.
Oh god.
Yeah, now we're gonna have fun. So how do I need to taxi? Park and brakes released.
Right.
Brakes work.
You needed to. Oh no, you talked to the tower.
121 Lima Tango, contact Socal Bridge.
How do I get to runway 8, my sweetheart?
For
to the right.
switch you there. Traffic's just left
Okay.
of your 12 o'clock, 4 miles southwestbound altitude in case 4,500.
So now you need to transpose your two-dimensional chart into a 3D environment. So that's
So I would take this.
Beechcraft Air Papa
turn,
Bravo,
left
contact Socal
turn, you
Departure.
guess. Okay.
Circle departure, then the 350 Papa Bravo.
Cherokee 042, frequency change approved.
So look for the taxi signs.
Frequency
Perhaps we
change
can already see them.
042,
I don't know.
thanks.
No, that's ILS. It's something else. Let's see if we can find some. I will just take it slow so you have a look.
Do you need to stop here, right?
Well, not really. This is not really a stop line, but I will.
Okay.
Just for you. Thanks for the follow, Matt. Thanks.
Here 350 Papa
So,
Bravo, Socal
I
Departure,
see
radar
here
contact,
a
climb and maintain 7,000.
Taxi sign with Delta. So we are about to
Oh yes.
go on
Air
that, but I also see
121
this.
Lima Tango, Socal
Delta
Departure, Limburg
8,
altimeter
that's this.
2997.
Delta 8. And
Limburg Airport
268
is off
in
your
the
11
reddish.
o'clock,
That's the
9.5
runway.
miles
Runway
from
8
site.
and 26.
Yeah.
Do you know where we are on the map?
I think we are.
Air 1 Lima
here.
Tango.
Yes, exactly. So where do
Go
we
ahead
need
and
to
make
go
a
to
turn
now?
to the
So
south,
to
join
right?
the,
To the right.
right base.
So
and
that
I'll get
we
you ahead,
go
hand off
from the
to,
beginning.
Exactly.
Limburg Tower.
Exactly. So there.
Tower clearance delivery, good morning.
There is the beginning of the runway. There's runway 8. Yes?
Yes.
Last calling with a cross standby.
I'm now beginning to understand why you need a lot of time to prep your flight.
Yeah.
125.2,
Preparation is
Papa
everything.
Whiskey uniform.
It's true.
Air 1 Lima
Could
Tango
you use the
contact,
mouse
Limburg Tower
and set the heading block
118.3, they'll
to
get you your
8,
clearance.
runway 8? You can. If it doesn't work with the mouse, I can do it for you. The other one. Nope, not that one. That one.
Here's Air Papa Bravo, turn left heading 340, vector Victor 444.
It's now on east, eh? It's now 090. I needed to have it on 8.
So,
80,
Band
80, I mean.
121 Lima Tango is about 5 miles north of the
It's now
field,
90.
inbound for landing.
It's hard. You just need to get used to how a compass works. Just take your time.
Here's
Take your
Air Papa
time.
Bravo, it's a left turn heading 340, vector Victor 459, climb and maintain 9,000. Bear 121 Lima
Correct.
Tango, Limburg
Thanks.
Tower, join the right downwind, runway 27,
Great.
clear to land, cleared into San Diego Bravo airspace, wind 160
What frequencies do we need to uncom? Switch.
one.
Good. So now we're on
Turn
tower, right?
Downwind for runway
118.7 is tower?
Yeah.
27
Now
and
we can
clear
set
to
in the
enter
standby. Yes,
Band
correct.
121 Lima
That
Tango.
frequency of departure.
PHWC SoCal Bridge, execute Mr. Bridge was published, say engines.
Power check here. Yeah. Okay, everything looks good except for the oil temperature, which is totally insane. Left mag looks good, back to both. Right mag looks good, back to both. Landing light check if that works. Yep, that
PHWCU,
works.
Roger, expect further clearance,
Idle.
19er, 20.
Bill oil
Time now
pressure is
1900,
good.
00 and 1
Okay,
quarter.
back to 1000. Oh, we should have pushed in the full mixture. I forgot about that. One last time, the control surfaces, just to make sure that this stuff is actually working. Okay. We're ready to go.
Yep.
On the tower we are.
Bakersfield ground.
Are we ready to go?
We are ready to go.
So what we're going to do is we're going to depart. We're now on runway 8. So how are we going to turn towards?
Runway 30 right, taxiway Alpha Bravo.
Yeah, so now our direction is not
Runway
correct.
30 right.
But we need to prepare. Do you know what we need to do then? No, you don't know.
I need to do it again, right?
Bravo, turn right, heading 110.
No, that will always stay the same.
459.
No, now we have different.
No.
Yeah.
That will always say this. Only now we are starting off with a different runway. So now we're flying. Yeah. So we're flying that direction.
Bravo, it's a right
and then we're going to turn around and fly this direction, right? That's the idea.
No problem.
So it's going to be a right turn. This is 08. So whoop, we're going to take off, make a right turn, and go to.
Okay. Yeah.
So we need to fly a heading of about 223.
Yeah.
And then we catch that radial. That's how you say it. Catch that radial towards Camarilla.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Tower. And what was the altitude? We didn't have an altitude restriction. Good. Okay. Never mind.
John Clarence, King Air 685 Tango. I'm at the west ramp numbers. Taxi, I only get VFR 5 following to Van Nuys. I want to take the mini route today.
How high are
Number
we gonna
685 Tango, John Clarence, Roger. Taking the aircraft type.
3,000 feet.
It's a Bravo Echo 9er Lima slant.
Sounds good.
Alpha.
Okay.
You can look at the map. You can see how high the terrain is. It's 2,100 feet. You see there.
Oh yeah.
And 2,800. It's already close. So perhaps we need to fly even a bit higher. There's a mountain here.
That's what we didn't discuss during the planning, but that's quite essential.
Quite essential. We've got quite an essential thing. Okay, let me talk to the tower. Burbank Tower, Skyhawk Hotel, Tango Mike is holding short runway 8, ready for departure, southbound.
It's TIM, Burbank Tower, runway 8, clear for takeoff. Southeast departure approved. When calm.
Clear for takeoff, runway 8, southeast departure, Papa Hotel, Tango Mike.
There's 685 Tango, John Clarence, on departure.
So that's a southeast departure. Well, I'm going to ignore that, to be honest.
Televised. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 7411.
No one on final. Landing
lights
lights on, strobe lights on, mixture is full in, trim
That's
is
correct.
set,
The mini route
fuel
to
tank
Van
set to both.
Nuys, King Air 85 Tango, initially heading at 230. Maintain VFR of about 2,400. Departures 28.
Now the Pro is going to take off.
Well, the Pro is still uncertified in many ways. Full throttle. Airspeed's alive. Engine is still green. 40.
685 Tango.
50.
Reback correct only. Contact
60,
ground for taxi.
And
Indeed. Sorry about that. 85 Tango.
Burbank. Goodbye. Or safe haven.
Burbank
That's
Queen.
where we
Skyhawk
started.
6265 Tango.
Those mountains look so real.
They look very, very real. Isn't it pretty?
6265 Tango. Burbank clear standby.
I'm using a little bit nose up trim.
Yeah.
So it just stays climbing and I don't have to do anything. Well, a tiny bit. It's now going a little bit
Don't
too...
forget the clock, they say on the stream.
Don't forget the clock.
Indeed, we are distracted by the scenery. Maybe I'm just as bad with the clock.
And it's on. The clock is on, guys.
So do I already need to change the frequency?
Ground,
No,
King
not
Air
yet.
685 Tango,
Not
west
yet,
parking, ready to taxi with the weather.
Okay, we're already quite high.
WCU, Roger, standby.
That's for us. Not yet. It will come.
Air 121 Lima Tango, taxi to Park via Charlie, remain this frequency. How one
She was about to say PHDIM, I think.
Taxi via Charlie, this frequency, 121 Lima Tango. Thanks a lot.
Meadows Tower, Centurion 647 Delta Sierra.
So what direction are you flying
right
now?
at Alpha.
South. A little bit south. A little bit more southeast. But we need to go to 22. What was it?
I don't know. This one you mean?
That first leg from the airport.
220.
220, something like that. I'm just gonna fly south here just
Air
for...
56 Foxtrot Lima, contact Socal approach 128.1.
Need to switch over to departure. As soon. Well, the tower should say, hey
Here's
Tim.
Air Papa Bravo, contact Socal
So I'm just gonna say that we are...
Have a great day.
Burbank Tower, Sky Papa Hotel Tango Mike is climbing through 2,200.
PHTIM, your radar contact, contact SOCO departure.
Over the SOCO departure, Papa Hotel Tango Mike. Switch! Good. SOCO departure, Sky Papa Hotel Tango Mike is climbing through 2,400.
Papa Hotel Tango India Mike, SoCal approach, Burbank altimeter 299 Papa Hotel Whiskey Charlie uniform advised, ready to copy.
Okay, I didn't have any time to reply. 903. 903 Papa Hotel Tango Mike.
Papa Hotel Whiskey Charlie uniform is cleared to the Ontario Airport via fly heading 120.
Yeah, this is a bit. This is really complex airspace. You have no idea what's going on, but we're getting handed over to different controllers.
And then direct. Climb maintain
5,000.
5,000.
We can do whatever, I think. So we're going to be on 3,000 here. Then I'm going to fly to our desired heading here. That was, what was it? 22? You did say? 220?
Yeah. 220. 220.
Papa Hotel Whiskey Charlie uniform reback is
shouldn't we set it on the nav1?
No, because that's already set. This is just a. It doesn't mean that this is just a physical panel where you can switch between, because we don't have all the frequencies
Lima,
here.
Roger. The John Wayne altimeter 299.
Now I see already some terrain here. If we're going to stay on this altitude, we might fly into the mountains.
350 Papa Bravo, SoCal approach, Los Angeles altimeter 299.
I think we're high enough.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, we're going to see. We can change our altitude. So 220. 230.
647 Delta Sierra
doesn't really matter
30
that
right,
much.
clear for takeoff.
220.
So, but now we have the problem you were telling me about, right? We don't know exactly at what point we're making the turn. But that doesn't matter.
Well, it does. Because now, as you can see here on the nav1, that needle here that was only on the outside is now already creeping in.
John Wayne ground, good afternoon.
It's telling us you're getting closer to that 270 radio. So until it's in the middle, then we're going to make that turn to the west. And we know exactly that we're on track.
Number 6265 Tango, go ahead.
And can you see what's over here?
Oh, that's the lake.
That's the lake. So are we on track? Should we be on the should we be on the left side or on the right side of this lake while we're flying like this?
On the left side of the lake.
Good. Then we are perfectly.
Yeah, the lake should be on the right side. Yeah.
Number
and then
6265 Tango Burbank, clearance delivery, Roger and request.
At the lake.
Yeah. We should be on the radio.
Papa Hotel Tango India Mike, radar services terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change to advisory approved. Good day.
Over to VFR, squawking VFR, Robert Tango India Mike. Thanks for the help. 1202. Now we're completely free. Good. Great job. Great job. So let's see if you're right. So above the lake, you expect to be
Tango, John Wayne
that
Tower,
we are on exact on the radial, right?
Takeoff, wind 210 at 1.
Oh, we're gonna see. It's creeping in, that needle. It's creeping in.
But we're already.
Number 569er Foxtrot, leave
I
contact.
don't think so. It's
John
now
Wayne
beneath
Tower,
us. We can't really see the lake. I think it's over here or something. It's getting closer, but we're not there yet. You're close. But we're not there yet. I also see there a lake. And here, are we picking the right lake? Or are you
but I'm looking at our old direction.
Number 647 Delta Sierra squawk altitude, contact departure.
In our old way of.
Okay.
So no, yeah.
But it's interesting, isn't it, to interpret this view with what we're looking with the map? Yeah.
So we set our clock because everyone reminded us.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 569 Foxtrot Lima John Wayne
Tower.
So how do we know 5 minutes?
Okay, we're flying for 5 minutes. How do we know where we are supposed to be?
Well, we are flying about 100 knots.
Yeah.
Considering that we've got winds calm, this is also what our ground speed actually is. 100 knots.
Right heading 190 vector.
So we know we've been flying about 5 minutes for 100 knots. Kind of like we've also been taking off, so we're a bit slow, but on average 100 knots. So if you know your time and you know your speed, you can infer how much distance you have crossed. You can do that with a ruler. So let me see. We're almost at the. I need to look for the radial, obviously. But what you can do is, if you look at this, use the ruler.
Retrieve 50 Papa Bravo. I'm
you
showing
can see here
220. I'm just asking
time
what your indicated airspeed is. I'm not insinuating anything.
He says, well, if you go 100 knots,
purposes.
It should take about 5 minutes, and that's
yeah.
about
Well,
right.
you can see 10 minutes. You can see how much it will take. So you can now use the ruler to pick 5 minutes. You see, well, you should be somewhere around there.
SoCal departure. Papa Hotel Whiskey Charlie, inform Quitter Seal Beach, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
But you are learning too much at the same time. You're getting an overload of information. I'm loving it, but still.
We're 647 Delta Sierra.
This is not proper ground school training.
1000.
No, I can imagine. So, what's the altitude of the mountains or
SoCal approach?
The terrain.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Well, you can see all kinds of depictions here. You can see here in the black 2126. So there are several of those.
Yeah.
What you also see is the ground. Let me first check the OBS because we're already there. You can also see these larger 3.2.
Retrieve
2 zeros behind it, so 3,200. That's the highest point, elevation point in this entire chunk. That's also a way to tell what's the highest point, but that includes also, well, this peak perhaps.
Yeah, because we might need to go a little bit higher, right?
Yeah, we're kind of okay, I think. We're about to turn west. We're now currently on track, so now we are exactly position-wise on the 270 radial towards Camarillo. So now I'm going to make that turn to 270 to the west.
We're 6265 Tango on departure.
So now I know for sure that I'm flying on the west radial exactly towards
Squawk
Camarillo.
2265.
Does that make sense or doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I think so.
So if you look at the map, we know for sure now that we're exactly flying on that line. Oh, it takes.
So, shouldn't we now reset the clock?
Roger.
Yeah.
Number 350 Papa Bravo, SoCal approach, German altimeter 299 tree, information X-ray, current expected visual approach 20 right.
I think.
Wow.
That sounded good.
Wow, thank you so much.
For Mike Romeo. Guys, thanks.
Los Angeles, Roger.
And then you focus on the iPad.
Okay, let me see. It should be in the middle.
Scandinavian reminded you to. I'm not. Guys, sorry that I'm not really looking at the chat, but I'm really focused on flying.
Bravo Hotel Whiskey Charlie to form SoCal approach. Roger, the John Wayne altimeter
to what?
299 retreat.
To really the airport.
Oh,
yeah,
Retreat 2042
we need to report
Camarillo Tower. Make straight in runway 26, report a 2 mile final.
10 nautical miles. So let me just.
Thanks for the follow, Elgen. Elgen, it is? Yeah, Elgen, welcome aboard.
This is easier.
Wonderful scenery here. I love this this area of SoCal.
Of which 6 minutes, so.
Southwest 276, clear direct flight.
Yeah.
14 minutes we need to fly, then we need to make the call.
For the tower.
For the tower. And then we have 6 minutes until landing.
The retreat by
what frequency is doing? Can we prepare already? Because we're flying on the go, right?
That's... So now, and this is important, and I remembered it. It is important to change the... Not the last frequency, but the one before that. So that if there would be trouble, we have our last...
Oh yeah. So you always keep your... When you swap frequencies, you don't like to change your standby frequency right away, because in case you misdialed, you always have the standby to return to in case you don't have contact. True.
So I need tower now, right?
Yes,
or
that's
is there
true.
Something else?
No, this is the usual San Luis type kind of.
Yeah. November 121 Alpha Whiskey, Burbank, clearance delivery, clearance from request.
You can also, go ahead.
And I could already change it, but I'm not sure if that's helpful.
You could, you could, switch. Good.
Okay.
We've got a standby now open that we don't use.
Yeah.
How can we use that one? Just thinking ahead.
Is there a standby for this airport as well?
Papa Hotel
what do you mean?
Whiskey Charlie uniform.
Well,
standby open.
I have your request.
Something that we can use.
You're going to get direct Paradise. It'll be after crossing
Is there a standby? frequency for this airport that we're going to.
Oh, so yeah.
How do I know that?
Well, think. Okay, so we're going to the airport. Then we're gonna land.
Yeah.
When we are landing, we're exiting the runway. What do we need to do then? What with
Oh,
who do we need to talk to?
Yeah, you want to.
It's just the next. It's the next guy that we need to talk to. It's ground, right?
Yeah. No, but I was thinking, if we would get lost, would there be like a support, just like we had when we
Actually, November 685 Tango, you can remain on your present beacon
like
code if you're headed for the mini round.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking too much.
No, it's good. It's a safety measure. Yeah, that's true. That would be a SoCal approach, but that's too advanced. I'm not going to talk about that. Okay. Yeah, there would be a safeguard kind of frequency. Yeah. So just think in terms of our flight. Yeah.
But this is risky now because now we only have the ground
runway 26 cleared land.
Yeah, but we are pretty sure that we set those frequencies. Yeah. This is okay. This is
Papa
okay.
Bravo turn right. Correction, left turn.
What's the ground frequency?
040 to maintain 3000.
1.8. Oh, I pushed it in.
Very good. We need another frequency.
Burbank Tower, Skyhawk 6265 Tango, holding short of runway 8, ready for takeoff.
The one we
November 6265 Tango Burbank Tower.
We need
one
some
after
cleared
that.
for takeoff.
No.
On course approved when called.
When we talk to tower, when we're coming in, perhaps you already know.
Hawthorne Tower, good
We need to provide the tower controller with some additional information that we are up to date.
Yeah. Oh, again the weather.
The weather.
1.8 radio now.
Okay.
So we need to grab the ATIS of our destination airport and the COM2, right? Is it set to the COM2? Good.
LA here shortly.
That's the
Okay,
COM1.
remain clear class Bravo.
No, that's COM2. Good.
Yeah. So it's 126. 126 point.
569er Foxtrot Lima, join Alpha to signature, remain this frequency.
It's so pretty outside.
0.02.
We're 350 Papa Bravo, the John Wayne Airport, 3 o'clock, 8 miles, report to site.
Yeah. We can already push it in.
So, shall we listen to the ATIS? Listen to, if you can hear the code, and can you write it down on the scratch pad for me, please, of the ForeFlight app. Yeah, you can remove that.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
And can you also, so the weather information, and I would like to know the winds.
Oh my god, yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
There we go. I don't hear anything. Did we set the right frequency? Double check. That could be one explanation. There's also another explanation.
Yeah. Well, that was
Jack 65 Tango radar contact.
Question that I had.
Oh,
because the frequency is 126.025, and I set it to 02.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. That's correct. And that's a COM tune, and it doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do anything.
Well, it could be that we're too far away of the airport. That could be the case.
I think because. Yeah, we still have another 15 minutes to go.
Yep, and we also got some this is the distance, by the way, the distance measurement of the NAV1. So that's 16 nautical. We know exactly that we're on 16.5 nautical miles away from the airport right now.
Very what?
16.3, which is great. So that's very, very precise.
And we know that because the beacon had a distance,
DME, a distance measure, absolutely. But so it's strange. So perhaps there are some mountains in between us. We cannot pick up that frequency.
Cherokee 04 to off on Bravo.
So I'm hoping that we will get that frequency or that radio, that stuff
very, very soon.
3042,
Roger, join.
So now we're flying for 5 minutes.
To the ramp, remain on this frequency.
Foxtrot to the ramp with you.
So we should be right about.
Hangar 85 Tango, contact Los Angeles Tower, 119.8.
I checked it.
Over there,
okay, perfect. Perfect.
Here.
Good. Good.
Los Angeles Tower, good afternoon. King Air 85, correction 685.
See a lot of hills. So
yeah, well, I see a lot of lakes here. Can you spot them then on the map?
350 Pop Bravo, Roger, standby.
A big one, a smaller one. I've got 3 of them.
I didn't.
Have a look here if you can see them. Look, look, look. Also a bigger mountain that's more than 3,300 feet high.
Oh, I think we're here already. Could that be? We're already flying here, and that these are.
Yeah, that might be the case. I don't know.
But I think it's
hard to see, but.
How many minutes are we flying?
We're now flying 7 minutes.
And this is at 10, so that's not really...
I'm not sure if you're going to get my ident or 4 miles south.
Or perhaps they are
of,
too small that are not depicted on the map. That could also be
685
maybe it's
negative. I didn't
behind
receive it.
this,
Your radar contact now cleared through the Bravo airspace. Speed limit route.
Oh yeah, that's
maintain
yeah,
VFR 2500.
Because
yeah,
that's
that could be.
approximately where we are.
Bravo via mini route northbound, maintain 2,500. Thanks, 851
Okay, so we are nearing.
Flying the west.
We're 350 Papa Bravo.
Yeah, but I'm trying to
right,
catch. I'm trying to keep on this radial. So now the radial, that track is now a little bit right of us. So I'm now flying a little bit more to the right side of the west here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep flying on that, catching that radial.
Yeah.
We're gonna practice with that a lot more. This is completely new to you. But
Sky
we are. Thank you, Aging. Thank you for the follow. We are 12 miles away from Camillo. So almost at 10. This is the distance, right? The distance
yeah,
from
so that's weird because we said that it would take 14 minutes to get there. But we're not going at 100.
Exactly. Yeah. We're going a little bit fast. So that's why the clock is it's an additional 8, but it's...
So then we were indeed in that area with the...
Absolutely. I think so too. Now, we don't hear the ATIS of Camarillo. You're sure that it's the right frequency?
Yeah, but we...
November 6265.
I still have it on. Yeah, 126.025.
Passing grade on the Cat 9 exam. You were restricted to 2,500.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So apparently that sometimes is the case on X-Plane. So I just pretend that I have the weather. What kind of weather would you like? What weather? What letter?
Zulu.
It's going to be Zulu. Okay. So we're 11 miles.
Roger, you're going to disconnect.
Now what's also interesting is we need to do...
fly back to
this is Camarillo here on the GPS. And if you can see... This CMA
6265 Tango Roger, contact Burbank Tower 118.7.
We are at the east. We're currently at 3,500, and we've got Zulu.
350 Papa Bravo, the John Wayne Airport.
Landing lights
now
on.
2
How high up
to
is the
3
airport?
o'clock
Can you look up?
6 miles.
Well, you don't know for sure. You know where to look at, I guess. It's depicted also in that little chunk. Yeah, it's 7.7.
Burbank Tower, Skyhawk 6.
With the traffic pattern altitude, you need to add 1,000 feet. It's usually 1,000 feet above the ground. So
right downwind runway 8.
It's 1,077 feet high where the traffic pattern is. So I need to know that.
Papa Bravo cleared visual approach runway 20 right.
And the runways
John
were
Wayne Tower 126.8.
26 and well, we're expecting 26, right?
Yes, we are.
So I'm going to set the heading bug already, so that makes it much easier to fly a traffic pattern.
We're at.
Or 121 Alpha Whiskey is clear Las
Thank you,
Vegas
Scandinavian. You are
absolutely
absolutely right.
3 departure, Daggett transition, and then as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect 11,000 10 minutes after departure.
Okay, I'm gonna sign in to tower.
SoCal departure frequency 134.2.
Can you write down with me with the scratch pad?
06 and
try to write it down what he's saying, okay?
King Air 685
if you
Tango.
can.
Leaving Bravo
you can also
airspace
put it on your lap,
northbound.
right? It
Radar
doesn't
services
need
are
to be
terminated.
if
Squawk
that's
VFR. Contact
just
Santa Monica
use
Tower.
whatever is comfortable.
Over the tower, Tango. Santa Monica,
John Wayne
65
Tower,
Tango, just shy, but Delta there,
visual approach to 20.
As long as I don't have contact with Camarillo, I may not fly in the airspace, right?
Right, clear to land, wind 220 at 13.
Clear to land 20 right, and then
you're already in the airspace, right?
Not yet.
King Air 85 Tango, Santa Monica Tower, Roger.
Your distance. Oh, but that's the beacon.
Yeah, that's when we would like to contact. Yeah, that's the beacon, right? Where we like to contact the tower. The airspace is a little bit. It's 5 now. Camarillo Tower, Skyhawk Papa Del Tango Mike is 7 miles east of the airport, currently at 3,000 and descending inbound for a full stop. We have Zulu.
Papa Hotel Tango India Mike, Camarillo Tower, Roger. Make straight in runway 26, report a 2-mile final.
Straight in 26 and report a 2-mile final for Papa Del Tango Mike. What did you write?
26.
Good. You got the runway. What did he say? Did you remember?
Said report to... I don't know.
He said straight in 26, as you expected, right?
Yeah.
And report on a 3-mile final.
Oh,
What does that mean, do you think?
So, when we're really close...
3 miles
3
close.
miles close, yeah.
Yes.
Then we need to contact him again to say, hey, we're really there.
Absolutely. Okay. Can you see the airport already?
Roger.
No. How can you see that that's the airport?
It takes some practice.
I see a lot of roads and a lot of...
It's complex, and some, you just get the hang of it at one point. But good.
So when distance is at 3, we need to No.
Yeah, because the VOR in this case, which is quite unique, a lot of information, is right on top of the airport.
Yeah.
So that's true, but you need to get familiar with visual distance. So I know that this is about 4 nautical miles.
Yeah, it's 2 mile final. I thought he said 2.
Oh, 2 mile.
I agree with Avanak, 4 Mike Romeo and Scandinavian. It's
so 2 mile. Well, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Why does he instruct us to report? Why do you think he's telling us to do that?
Yeah, so that he doesn't forget that we're there.
Exactly.
Because otherwise, if we would now go a bit faster than he expected,
or another airplane might depart, or it's just a reminder for we are now his notification. Almost.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now I think this is okay.
I think Voju he has a nice compromise. 2.3 miles.
2.3. Okay, I will use 2.3. Camarilla Tower, Sky Hotel Tango Mike is now 2.3 miles east of the airport. I'll find it.
Papa Hotel Tango India Mike, runway 26, clear land, wind variable at 6.
Clear land 26, Papa Hotel Tango Mike, thanks. Haha.
John Wayne 10, November 3
I know, but I'm telling him because I just made fun of the 2.3. It doesn't really matter that much.
Okay. Retreat 50 Papa Bravo.
Like you said, he's just interested. The tower controller is just interested in that we are here. So,
Burbank Tower Sky Tango runway Tango midfield.
Now, are we too high or too low on the glide path? Can you tell?
8 clear to land. Wind
we are a little bit too high.
647 Delta Sierra contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
We're still at 1,100 feet.
Now that's also true, but there's something very visual about all this stuff. I told you about St. Louis a while ago. I don't know if you
Hotel Whiskey Charlie uniform contact.
Yeah, they are all white.
Exactly.
SoCal
and white means too high.
Yeah.
Right?
Because the airport is at 700 feet, or was it?
No, 70, I thought you said. Wasn't it
70?
Tower King
77?
Tango, 2,700, just about 6 southwest inbound, full stop with the
so
weather.
you need to go down a lot.
Go down a bit, yeah. But look at this airport, guys. Again, this is by Greg. Very nicely tucked in into photoreal. It's gorgeous. Now,
right downwind runway 16
we're about
right
to land.
before midfield.
Yeah.
So we're going to switch over to ground when we landed. Right, once we have landed and exited the runway, we need to contact ground, right, to say we need to taxi back to parking.
I thought we need to contact tower.
Yeah, first and then ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. But I was thinking about we need to prepare how we need to taxi back.
Oh, like
so just also the taxi diagram. So you already prepared the ground frequency, that's great.
I need to show the diagram.
But the diagram.
Hotel Charlie Whiskey
and I'm going to ask you, you're going to write down the instructions again, just to see if you can
information Oscar current.
Yes.
Expect the visual
if not, that's fine as well,
26 left.
We're taking runway 26, right?
Taking runway 26. Here we are.
Okay. Yeah.
Papa Hotel Whiskey Charlie inform Roger, expect them.
What a donations today. Man.
It's amazing.
It is so cool. I mean, wow. That's the flight sim community for you. Supporting flight training.
Yeah, but I think that's why I also like it so much. Really supportive.
Nose up, proud. Oh, nice. Can you turn my flaps up, please? Gonna roll on out. Not gonna take this one.
Tango, clear runway 8.
Skyhawk 65 Tango.
You're already actively looking if you can identify the taxiway. That's good.
Parking via Delta, remain this frequency 65 Tango.
And nice. Tower King 85 Tango, entering a midfield right down 16 right.
Thanks for Mike.
King 85 Tango, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 16 right, King 85 Tango.
What taxiway do we have?
Charlie.
Charlie. Good. So, yeah, did you make a circle where we are?
Yeah.
Good. Now, take our butts behind the threshold line. Landing eyes off, strobe lights off. Make sure lean. Flaps are nicely up. And we're good. Our clock is still on. 16 minutes we have on the clock.
Switch to ground?
No, we stay on tower.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for the donation, Avanak.
Oh, Avanak.
Thanks, man. Much appreciated. We
Yes,
stay.
it is
That's a bit weird.
Yeah,
but,
no,
but you knew.
I knew.
You told me. Yeah.
I am.
Camarillo Tower, Sky Hotel Tango Mike is clear runway.
23 departure target transition. Climb 4000, expect 1000
Evanek, thanks so much,
departure
dude.
frequency is 134.2
Appreciate
and
it.
squawking 5606.
We're getting there.
Hey there, 1 Alpha Whiskey readback is correct.
Yeah, it takes. You can see how much time it takes.
It was what we expected,
Papa
right?
Hotel, Tango India Mike, taxi to parking via Charlie Foxtrot, remain in this frequency.
Yeah.
Free at Charlie Foxtrot, Papa Hotel, Mike can remain on this frequency, Papa Hotel.
Oops, I think I said yeah.
Papa Hotel Whiskey Charlie to
yeah
on the Paradise, fly heading 030.
Sorry guys.
Come read out, yeah. It just, yeah, this is the style of communication. No, I don't think he did here. Tell me, how do we need a taxi? You give me, you say my turn.
Number 54067, Cessna 172 slant.
I'm going already.
IFR route to Burbank.
Tell me.
Information
So this is indeed hotel.
Well, we're currently, the black is where we currently are.
That is hotel.
Yes.
Yeah, but we need to go.
For 54067, downwind clearance delivery, roger.
This first.
Yeah, no.
That way to the Sun 8 is there?
November 54067, Cessna 172 slant Golf. IFR Tegro to Burbank.
This is hotel.
Yeah, but we need Foxtrot, right?
Oh, he said
November
Foxtrot.
54067, again, I have your request. Stand by.
Okay, let's ask the viewers. Did he set Foxtrot or hotel?
We're now on Foxtrot. You're totally. If it was Foxtrot, we're doing fine. But well, hotel was on my mind, but perhaps I'm mistaken.
We need you guys to set this dispute between us.
What did he say, guys? Do you know?
Was it Foxtrot? Taxi through Foxtrot or to hotel?
Wasn't listening either. No.
Okay, well, then it doesn't really matter. Well.
No, it's not that strict.
For 234 Charlie Lima, clearance from question number 2 in sequence.
Especially because I said yeah.
Yeah.
Here 85 tank.
But have you an idea where we need to taxi or where we need to park? Sniper.
Wow, sniper.
Guys, this is the most earnings we've ever had on the stream.
Clearance to.
I'm speechless.
CF, Scandinavian, thank you for being on Team
Fortune
Mirai.
Yeah,
you were right. Foxtrot, you were on the money. Good.
Okay, so where do you want to park?
Thanks for the follow, Mega. Welcome on board.
6265 Tango, roger.
We're going to park.
Yeah, that's.
647 Delta Sierra VFR.
That looks good. Shall we do it or
11 o'clock?
Continue.
4 miles, same direction. Altitude indicates 1,600.
Yeah, no, really. I think we're somewhere. Bravo.
Shall we put it next to that cute Cessna over there?
Yeah.
November 54067 is clear to the Burbank Airport.
Okay.
Via flighting 220. Radar vectors.
Very impressed.
VR, and then via the coastal November
with
1
your navigation
tech route.
skills, Mireia.
Well.
Maintain 2,000.
Well, this is the first time.
Yeah, no,
the
that's
first time. Yeah, we're also considering about a lot of stuff, which is good.
Frequency 128.1. Squawk 67, tree 7.
Boom. Sun Air.
54067
it's so nice scenery here. It's
on departure
very nice. Let me see. First off, first thing that we always do is first avionics. Cut off. Blah, blah, blah. Then when it stops, magnetos, batteries off, parking brake set, door open, on pause, seatbelts released.
We did it.
Good job. Good. Again, guys, the donations.
Wow.
Man, what's happening today?
Yeah, I don't know.
Speechless.
It's,
I don't know. We feel
indeed.
So grateful. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Will.
Oh, join in this. How much? On what? How far we are? 200? No. 250. So we earned.
This is amazing. We
almost 100, guys. Thank you so much. We're gonna record that first flight, you know. So that's going to be so exciting. I'm so thrilled to see how well you would be doing in the real world compared to that's really interesting. Yeah. Before we close off, just quickly, and then we're going to see some TV shows. PilotEdge, disconnect.
Thank you, Scandinavian. They're complimenting our collaboration skills.
Ah, nice. Well, we did great. We did great, and it was complex stuff. It's hard to explain things that are quite intuitive already. Landing. Here we are. It's nice just to have a look at the landing.
Thank you so much, Sniper.
Also, very nice scenery. Look at these hills in the distance.
It's amazing that this is,
just a sim.
They do this. Yeah.
So like these fields.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're actually going to quit our jobs, but we might be able to do this.
Nice.
I do think we had a lot of practice doing Call of Duty and that kind of stuff to learn how to talk together, because that was quite a journey.
That was quite a journey. Avanek, also thank you, man. Very much appreciated.
It's amazing.
So, it's a nice airport. Don't you think?
Yeah, it's really nice. It's also good for me to see other airports than San Luis.
True. Yeah, you should practice a traffic pattern on Camarillo. It's also a San Luis kind of like.
Okay. So yesterday I flew outside of the stream on San Diego Airport, which you would normally not get into.
San Diego International Airport with a Cessna 72. Yeah.
I've been there for a while, so I was trying to figure out, retracing my steps there, and that was really nice because then the scenery has a lot of meaning to you as well. So.
You were really enjoying that. It was your first solo flight. Yeah, not on PilotEdge, but okay. Up.
Wow. Yeah.
Flare. Nice.
Yeah, this is
one last time. Not too impressed, but because I'm just curious. Slow-mo.
It's Greg's scenery, right? Sniper.
This is this is Greg's scenery. Yeah, sniper. It's a must-have. Watch not my previous stream, but the stream before that on YouTube. I give an elaborate review of the scenery. So again, nose up, proud. And again, these wheels should touch the runway first. Again, nose up, very slow. Very slow. And there it goes, just the speed just drops away and it naturally falls on its feet. Very, very cool. Normal speed. And our route. Yep, that was our route. So we came a little bit in from the down. Yeah, you can see therefore in the distance that was our takeoff.
So nice.
We did it great. Awesome. Back to reality. Let me see. Have a nice ending shot. Oh yeah, this is gonna be shot. Nice. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for the donations. Avanek.
Thank you so
donated?
much.
Scandinavian, Sniper, 4 Mike Romeo, I think, also donated. Voju, I think also. There are too many to list, I guess. Guys, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you here. We are really enjoying ourselves with these streams, aren't we?
It's really nice to do.
You're making so many progress. So sectional charts, and you're loving that chart reading.
Yeah, it's really nice. And I thought we're going to do that challenge, and that's it for me.
The traffic pattern day stream.
Yeah, our real big challenge.
You're getting lured
in. I'm getting infected with
You're getting infected.
With
Yeah, it's viral aviation love. So guys, thank you so much for being on the stream. We really appreciate your presence here, also your donations, but also just being here. Really means a lot. We're just going to continue whatever it will lead us. And my next stream will be sometime this week. I don't know. I'm a bit busy, and we're going to fly and do a night flight, complex via ForeFlight from one Charlie to the next. And then I'm ready to do my cat ratings and to get my virtual PPL, which I'm really excited about as well. Guys, again, thank you for being here on the stream. Also by Mariah. Happy flights, blue skies, and see you very soon. Bye. Palm Springs Tower, Starlight Hotel Tango, New Mike is 10 miles north of the airport at 3,000. With information X-ray, and for a full stop, landing 13 left if that's available.
Hotel Tango, Indy Link, Palm Springs Tower, squawk 6250.
6250.
Hotel Tango, Indy Link, Palm Springs altimeter is 2985, radar contact about 10 miles west of Palm Springs, VOR. Presently landing runway 31, so requesting straight in for 13.
That's a bit.
Ever correction, Papa Hotel Tango, Indy Link, straight in runway 13 left, and clear to land. Land is 0905.
Clear to land, runway 3 left, Papa Hotel Tango, Indy Mike, thanks.
Palm Springs clearance, plus 4658 is type PC12 slant call, request clearance to Vegas S file.
Plus 4658, Palm Springs clearance. Good afternoon. Unable to give you S file, and I'll be forward Stellar. Plus 4658 is cleared to the Las Vegas Airport. VFI Cathedral 1 departure procedure to Palm Springs. Victor 370. Palms. Victor 538. Cresso. Join the Cresso 3 arrival. Maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 2, 405 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.7, squawk 6316.
4658, steering to Vegas via Cathedral 1, Palm Springs, Victor 37029, Palms, Victor 538, Cresso 3, initially climb 7,000, expected cruiser after 5, departure 167, squawk 6316, plus Saitek.
Pause 4658, readback is correct. Tango to Mike, taxi to RAM via Echo, remain this frequency.
Taxiing to the RAM via Echo, remaining on this frequency, Papa Delta Tango to Mike.
Ontario Tower, Cessna 237 Charlie Alpha, approximately 4 miles to the west, inbound to land.
Number 237, Charlie Alpha, roger, inner left, traffic, left downwind, runway 26 left before base.
Enter left downwind 26 left before your base, 237 Charlie Alpha.
Charlie Tower, United 242, on the visual for 20 right, will be turning for a right base.
United 242, Jolly Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land, wind 170, Edward 3.
Yeah, land.
Hotel Tower, Kilo ILS
Here 520 Yankee, Kilo Palomar Tower, runway 24, clear to land, wind 210 at 1. Number 237, Charlie Alpha, runway 26 left, clear to land.
26 left, clear to land, 7 Charlie Alpha.
Palm Springs Rock Plus 4658, east traffic, weather, going for taxi.
Pause 46